I'm shooting outside today, so hopefully you won't get a lot of noise from the street. As you can see, it's everywhere. Anyways, so I'm on my balcony, so I told you guys I was going to make an update with my job search and how that's going. So I applied for Hi, welcome back my KeeKee'S. My name is Mikey J. Thanks for tuning in to my channel. Welcome back my new subscribers. No, my subscribers, my KeeKee'S, and salamat po for the new subscribers and the old subscribers, of course. Salamat po lahat, all around the board, everybody. So my name is Mikey J. Like I said before, I am a foreigner that moved to the Philippines. I guess mid-pandemic or in the pandemic, I'm not quite sure which one, but it was February 2022, mid-February 2022. I am on the street, so I am sorry if I am a little bit loud, or if the street's a little bit loud. Hopefully I'm louder than the streets. The streets came from the streets. Hopefully I'm a little bit louder than the streets. The street sound, the cars. Get it together, Mikey. Anyways, I promised you guys that I would give you an update, my KeeKee'S, on, oh, thunder. I promised I would give you an update on my job search in the Philippines because, as you know, well, I'm sure, well, I don't know if I told you, but I'm not retired, so I need to find a source of income. So yes, so here's an update. Anyways, so I was looking online. I guess the easiest thing for a native English speaker would be to apply for like an ESL job teaching English, or a kind of conversational English type, you know, online job. So I found this website. It is called Native Camp, and I applied. And there is a couple processes. There's a process to getting hired or to pass the check, or I'm sorry, something like that. Anyway, number one was you needed to pass a grammar, like English test. It was like multiple choice, you know, like what would you use, the A, B, C, D, sentence, blank, sentence, fill in the blank, basically. Multiple choice. So very easy. I scored 100. I'm sure if you're a native speaker, you would probably scored 100%. It was, you had to get above 80%. So, you know, I'm pretty sure most people could probably pass that with flying colors, rainbow colors. Woo! Anyways, so the next step was a network test, like a sound test, network test, and your camera test, and that type of thing. So I skipped that. They had me skip that. And then there's also a demo lesson, which I think if you are not a native English speaker, you have to take, because I skipped that as well. So I basically skipped both tests that you would have on call, on video call with an admin or an examiner. I'm not quite sure what to call them, right? So everything was going good. I filled out my profile. I did, you know, a little video that I uploaded to their website. It was about like 20 megabytes. So if you are going to apply, make sure it's 20 megabytes, okay? Or less, okay? I went with like 19 because I did like 20 point something and I couldn't upload it. But anyways, it has to be 20 megabytes, okay? So I uploaded that. Filled out my profile, you know, bio, and then they have you fill out the second bio, but in third person. So I guess they're going to be translating it, right, into Japanese, into Nihongo. So, you know, I kind of thought I had an edge because my mom's a Nihonjin, and I know konti Nihongo, a little Nihongo, so but I can understand it more. Those of us that were raised in a bilingual home in America, you know that, you know, most of the time you can understand what your mom or your dad, your grandma is saying, but, you know, speaking it isn't as easy for us. At least for me, let me speak for myself. So for me, and then I get an email from them and they tell me, hey, so our native camp English speakers, have said that you are not a native English speaker, and that you need to change your nationality. So I basically wrote them back saying, I'm confused. I was born and raised, you know, in Los Angeles, California. I'm not quite sure, you know, on why I wouldn't be assumed as a native English speaker, right? So they basically emailed me that back, and they said, if you want to work for Native Camp, you must change your country of origin. So they wanted me to change that I was not American and put something else like, I don't know, Filipino, or I don't know, African, or I mean, I kind of just blew my mind. I was like, right? So that's what they wanted. So I emailed them back and I said, hey, I'm a native English speaker, born and raised in Los Angeles, California. I think you guys are mistaken, right? So the next thing that they emailed me was that I needed to send them my passport. So I needed to upload it to Google Drive and then send them the link with my passport. So of course I obliged, you know, because the rate for a native English speaker is about, I want to say $8. It's $8 plus some change, but with taxes I heard it's like $8. So $8 for the half an hour, 25 minutes, $8 for another 25 minutes, so that would be about $16 an hour. So it's not too bad, right? I wanted to make sure that I would be getting that native English speaker because that's what I am, right? So I don't want to be changing it to something else. I think for Filipinos it's about 80 pesos. So as you can see, 80 pesos, 50 pesos, let's not count the inflation of dollar right now because I think it's at 56 pesos per dollar, right? So let's just go 50 pesos per dollar, and that would be about $2, maybe like $2.50, no, 50 pesos, yeah, about like $2.50, so per 25 minutes. So I emailed them back my passport, and I'm just waiting on their response, and they basically gave me the same response again. So I told them, you have the nerve to ask for my passport to prove that I'm an American citizen, even though by my intro video alone, you would have saw by itself that I was a native speaker, right? So I'm a little bit confused. I told them, I think it's because you're racially profiling me because I'm a black American, I'm African American. So I just want to give a warning out there for our, I guess, people of color that are applying from native English speaking countries. I feel like if you're anything other than white, Caucasian, that you'll probably go through the same issue that I went through. Because I guess for them, I think they're a Japanese-based company, but they are in Singapore. Probably to avoid taxes and things like that, right? I mean, business practices, right? But at the same time, I feel like it's a little bit unfair to us that are not white, that already get racially profiled back in our native home countries like America or Canada, that we are not American enough or Canadian enough because of the color of our skin. So I just want to kind of give you guys I just want to give you a warning that if you do apply for Native Camp and you're not white or Caucasian, then be ready to prove that you are a national of the country that you came from. So America, Canada, Australia, wherever that is. To be able to prove that, I mean, not that it's a big deal. I mean, it kind of is. That's why I'm making the video, right? So, just that you're able to, that you will probably be doing that. They will probably ask that of you. And even if you do that, even after all that run around and fiasco, they're still going to tell you to change your nationality, which I believe is illegal for someone to ask you to do that, to change your nationality, because that would be lying. It just doesn't rub me the right way. First, that you don't think that I'm American because of the color of my skin. Whether I'm white, no. White people, you're probably automatically passed through. Some of the YouTubers I saw, they had no issue. If you're white, passing. And if you come from a native English-speaking country, I'm sure you know what white passing is. Basically, it looks like you could pass as white, but you're really not. Like, we have Hispanics and Latinos and black people and Asians, maybe half Asians, that can probably pass as white. So just be aware that if you are a person of color, you may ask to be they may ask you, they probably will ask you to change your nationality. So yes, just be aware of that, and that was my update. This is job number 1 that I applied for. I thought everything was going smoothly, but I was racially profiled as not American, so I will not be going forward with that company. Because I feel like that's racist, and I do not want to work for a racist company at the end of the day. So yes, that's an update for you guys for one of the jobs that I applied for recently. So yes. Oh, I also am a dance teacher. I'm not sure if you guys are aware. I had my own dance studio in Los Angeles for 5 years. I've been teaching for over a decade now. Ballet, jazz, tap, hip-hop, lyrical, contemporary, tumbling, basically everything besides ballroom. But salamat po for tuning in, my KeeKee's, and I hope this information was useful to you some way. So yes, I will see you guys later. Paalam po and hanggang sa muli. And don't forget to keep your KeeKee clean. Okay, paalam po. Bye-bye. Bye, my KeeKee's.